Hey YouTube, it's Monk. Today we're going to talk about those virtues I was talking about in my previous video. Just talking about manly virtues and those knightly virtues I was talking about to be a better man, to be more masculine. All right, and we were, if you try to be a real man in this society, you're made fun of. All right, being masculine and not being this little effeminate little thing. All right, this little girl and all right, as Arnold Schwarzenegger, to quote him. Okay, it's estrogen going all through your body and not having any testosterone. All right, to have testosterone, to be a man, to want to break something. All right, that is made fun of. Okay, but that's what we are as men. Okay, that's how we go when we do things. All right, think about in history. All right, for thousands upon millions of years, what did we do as men? We go out and we hunted. Okay, go out, we kill, we smash, we bring it home. Okay, that's what we do as men. Okay, but now there's no need of that, and our energy, what do? Okay, in this society, we're like, oh, I've actually seen a book here in the library that says, are men needed? Are you kidding me? Sorry, I'm going to break down what my virtues are. Okay, and all right, I'm going to break down what I believe in as a man. That way we can be better men. And we can give this to our children. We can give this to our little boys. And so that we can create a better society. All right. So, all right, and this is a mixture of Bushido, which is the Asian culture, all right, and the Middle Ages code of chivalry. Okay, it's a mixture of both of those. So, all right. For me, my 4 virtues that I try to live on, that I'm going to break down, is honor, benevolence, prowess, and righteousness. So, all right. Honor. The definition of honor from Webster's Dictionary. A sense of what is right, just, and true. Strict conformity to the duty imposed by conscience, position, or privilege. Integrity, uprightness, trustworthiness. If all I gave you was that definition, that's enough. Okay, because that explains everything of what I'm going to go through. Okay. For me, the virtues that describe honor is reverence, respect, truth, and honesty. Reverence. That means sacredness. Okay? Sacredness of the earth, sacredness of men and women. Okay? It doesn't matter what you do. Okay? There's sacredness with that. Okay? Men and women, there's not better. Just because I'm making a video about masculinity and about being a man, it doesn't mean that women are below. Okay? It's not like the 1950s. All right, it's equal. All right, respect. That goes with respect. It doesn't matter. I know some bad, awesome female Marines who can do more pull-ups, run circles around me. All right, if they want to serve on the front line, go ahead. I'm all for it. Okay, if you're a homosexual, you want to serve in the military, go ahead. I'm all for it. Okay, the only people that aren't for that is homophobic, ignorant people, okay, that don't have respect. All right, you need to have respect for those people in the foxhole beside you. So have respect. All right, truth and honesty. I'm going to give you 110% truth. Some of my previous relationships didn't like that very much, but that's how I am. I'm going to give you 110% truth, and I expect you to give me that same respect and give me 110% truth back. If I'm not pulling my weight, you need to tell me. And you need to tell me how I can do better. Not just bash me all the time. Okay? Tell me how I can do better. Because then I'm going to do better. Because I'm going to know what you think. Instead of holding it all in and keeping all that negativity in there, let it out. Okay? Everybody, all over the place. If you got some negativity from your childhood, something like that, tell your parents. It doesn't matter whether you're 30, 40 years old. Okay? Tell somebody. Okay? Because then it's going to make you feel better. It's going to make them feel better. As long as you don't get into some fist fight over it. All right? Be respectful. Okay? All right. Second one is benevolence. And that breaks down for me generosity, courtesy, and humility. Generosity. Okay? We need to teach our kids to be generous. I've gave homeless people money. I've gave homeless people sandwiches, okay, water in the summertime. I've donated my time to the Humane Society. I love being generous, right? Especially with little kids around, because it teaches them to be generous, teaches them to give. Instead of just receive, receive, receive all the time, okay, it's a give, receive society. That's what's wrong with society. We don't respect, we don't give the truth, we just hold it all in. We're not generous. Okay, all these virtues that I'm going to give you is we're not doing enough of, and that's what's wrong with society. All right. Courtesy. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, thank you, no, thank you. Open the doors. Okay, for you guys out there, open the doors for your woman. Okay, for your women, please. It's going to make them feel 110% better. Okay, be loving. That's a part about being courteous. Be respectful. All right, that's about being courteous, even if they don't like it. You know, people say, "Oh, it makes me feel old when you say yes, ma'am." Sorry. Hey, you know, I'm going to be courteous no matter what. All right. Humility. It's a big one for me. Being humility. Being humble. Okay? Some of the guys that come back from overseas and they go through the Marine Corps, you know, and they get these big heads. Okay? Big heads. And that's stupid. Okay? You need to be humble about it. Okay? You get these guys that are from World War II and Vietnam, and they're humble, they're quiet. You never knew that they served in Vietnam because they're quiet about it. They don't just go around bragging. Okay? I came up and they're wearing the World War II hat or Vietnam hat or whatever, and I'm wearing my Iraqi freedom hat, and I go over there and I shake their hand. They deserve that respect because they got spit on when they came back from Vietnam. Okay? They got trash talked when they came back from Vietnam. They deserve that respect. To be humble, that yes, we both served, and that's the brotherhood of serving. Okay, to be humble about it, not to say, "Oh, I did this and you did this and I'm better than you." No, be humble about it. We're both equals. Be respectful, and again, all these virtues. All right. Number 3 is prowess. All right, prowess, and that breaks down to strength, power, and knowledge. Strength. Strength is not just physical strength, but for the love of God, do some push-ups. Okay? All right. Do some push-ups. All right. Strength. Physical strength. It bugs the crap out of me to see this good-looking girl with this flabby guy. Okay? Have some self-respect. Have some self-discipline. Drop the Twinkie and go to the gym. Okay? Hit the treadmill. Okay? The strength is not just physical strength. That's also mental strength. All right? Strength of word, strength of deed, and strength of action. All right? So what you say, my word is my bond. I'm going to do as I say. That's that strength. Okay? If I say I'm going to be home at this time, I'm going to be home. All right? It doesn't matter. That's part about being respectful. If I tell you I'm going to be back, I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to be back at that time to help you out with whatever you need. All right? So, and the power, okay, that comes back to self-respect and self-discipline. You need to have those things. Have self-confidence. All right? Have those things. Be better as a society. Okay? Don't let people bash you. Who cares what the haters think? All right? But again, for the love of God, go to the gym. All right. Knowledge. Mental knowledge. If you can't read, if there's a flaw within you, have that self-respect and that self-discipline to better yourself. All right? Better yourself. That's the constant thing that we need to do as men, that we need to better ourselves. If I'm not very good at math, right? I don't know much about math. So what am I doing? I'm reading up on math, okay, to get better with math so I can help my little girls along the way with math, right? All right, so righteousness, that's number 4. For me, that breaks down to justice, valor, and courage. Justice. Bad people, rapists, murderers, they deserve what they get. All right? It's justice. It's not, I'm going to spend 20 years in jail and I'm going to get the lethal injection. No. Guillotine. All right? It's coming. Okay? There needs to be immediate justice. If you shoplift, there needs to be immediate justice. I'm not saying, Arabic, cut your hands off. I'm not saying that at all. But there needs to be some kind of justice. Because these kids that are growing up, they know nothing about immediate justice. Okay? They're like, oh, nothing's going to happen to me. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to serve my time and I'm going to get out. No, there needs to be something deeper than that. That way it drills into their head to not do bad things. All right? I just saw this thing on the news talking about these 2 kids, 16-year-old and a 17-year-old, were driving through. They shot somebody. They stole their car. They, drove through freaking the highway, got in a crash, killed somebody. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's no sense of honor. There's no sense of respect. There's no sense of life. What is sacred? There's nothing. Okay, we need to be better. We need to teach our kids. Be better with ourselves. Just be better, please. All right? So, okay. Valor and courage. People think of valor, again, they think about those veterans. Think about those, the World War II guys. That's what I think of. I think of World War II, the raising the flag on Iwo Jima. I mean, that thing, World War II, the D-Day, coming up on the beach. I mean, that thing's crazy. You got to have crazy courage and valor to be able to do that. All right? But some of these guys, especially back in World War II, they didn't want to shoot. They didn't want to kill somebody. And I completely respect that. I don't want to kill anybody. Okay? I'm not calling you guys cowards. I love you guys. All right? But there's a difference between not wanting to take a life and just running away. All right? If you're getting shot at and you run away, other than getting proper cover and concealment so that you don't get shot, all right? But if you just sit there and ball up in a little, thing, in a little fetal position, I don't know what to tell you about that, all right? But there's when you think of valor and courage, think about back in the medieval ages, or in the samurai day, they didn't back down. It's just, hey, I'm going to come at you, right? So I want to keep this nice and short and sweet. I hope that you guys liked it. Again, the summary, there's honor, benevolence, prowess, and righteousness. All right? To me, that's what I think the virtues that we need to have to create a better society, create a better world. Okay? If we had us as men, we don't become these little girly, little effeminate, let everybody push us around kind of stuff. We don't become that. We will become better as a society. Women don't want to push the men around. We need to stand up for ourselves and have that self-respect. All right? So I hope you guys liked it. Hope it didn't offend anybody. All right? With my little rant. So please, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, post it down below. Okay, please. And you guys have a good day, all right? Thanks a lot. Bye.